Today's deck is all about Golgari Sacrifice, and it might be a little bit outside my skill range. What I mean by that is there's a lot of sacrifice abilities. There's damage being dealt on sacrifice. We're going extremely wide. There's a lot of math built into this. So I hope you're good at math, because Lord knows I'm not. Cue the intro. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're talking about Golgari Sacrifice. It's a fun one, man, and I think I built something here that I don't even know how to navigate through perfectly because it is really complex, but I'm going to describe all of the play lines to you guys, and I'm really excited to show you this deck because it is phenomenal once you hit the combo, because there are some really good combos within this deck. Before we dive into that though and talk about it, as always, I just ask if you take one moment to subscribe to the channel. It's a free way to help support this channel and you know, getting us growing. If you hit that little notification bell, you'll be notified whenever we post a video, which is 3 times a week. And can I just take one moment of, you know, just to thank you guys and appreciate you guys for getting us to 3,000 subscribers, guys. We did it. We hit 3,000 subs. I'm super stoked on that. And the next goal is 5,000 by the end of the year. We'll see if we can get there. That's up to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the content enough to subscribe, but let's dive in and talk about this list a little bit because it is very complicated and a lot to go through. We started off with the card to be built around Demigoth Woe Eater, a card nobody's playing right now because it does have a pretty big drawback on the card. It is a 4-drop 7/6, which is phenomenal, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice a creature every single upkeep, which can be really annoying. But the second half of this card says whenever you sacrifice the Woe Eater itself, you draw a card, your opponent discards a card, and you gain 2 life. So that's pretty good if we can, what am I trying to say here? That's pretty good if we can break that ability, like if we can work around and really play around that. And we do that by playing things like Tend the Pest, right? We're going to Tend the Pest on our own Woe Eater on the upkeep on turn 5, typically. That's kind of the best play line we could do, right? We Tend the Pests on our Woe Eater. What that means is we're going to sacrifice our Woe Eater, creating 7 1/1 pests that are going to go extremely wide and kill our opponent. We're trying to go extremely wide around all of our opponent's defenses to eventually kill them with little 1/1 pests. That's the idea. And at the same time that we're sacrificing the Woe Eater, we're getting all those benefits we just discussed. Well, we can take it a step further. We could play a Rebirth on top of the Woe Eater right as we're sacrificing it, and we're going to get those 7 1/1 pests. At the same time, Woe Eater comes back to the battlefield, and we could do the whole thing all over again. And don't forget all the card advantage by drawing cards, discarding. You see the combo here? It's pretty wild. We've got some really cool build around cards to help us get there. If we can't get that combo off perfectly, which is not always going to happen, we have a great consistent deck that we built around. We have a really cool package with the Shambling Ghast, you know, the sacrificing with the Deadly Dispute, creating treasures, you know, things like that. We've also got the Merchant, which can sacrifice things to draw cards. These are going to sacrifice pests most of the time because we're going to have an abundance of those things. We also generate a pest through Hunt of the Specimens, which allows us to go to our sideboard over here. So we have a really cool card on 2-drop there. Warlock class might be sticking out to you guys like, what the heck is that doing in here? Well, this card helps us put together our combos by playing the Warlock class, leveling it up to level 2, finding cards that we need for those combos to hit. But every time a creature dies, our opponent's going to be taking damage, right? Which is super helpful because we're going wide. We're going to be running our creatures purposely into our opponents to die so we can get around them. So we're dealing an extra bit of damage every time a creature dies, which is awesome. But the level 3 is really going to win us games. If we can get a board state with a bunch of 1/1s out there, and they're all dealing double the damage, plus we're getting double damage on every creature dying, you know, it's just going to get completely out of hand, and our opponent's not going to be able to deal with it. So the Warlock class is actually a lot better in this deck than I thought it was going to be. We also got 4 Crippling Fears for decks that are a little bit faster than us, because we do have a little bit of setup in the early game to get this going. So Crippling Fear is going to take care of those mono white lists, you know, get those out of here. And then also a Gnarled Professor, which I actually substituted 3 of these in and took out 3 Lulth, believe it or not, because Lulth just wasn't getting it done, because the Gnarled Professor is a 5/4 and it learns. So what that means is if we don't have a Woe Eater and we have a couple Tend the Pest in hand, it's okay to hit the Gnarled Professor with the Tend the Pest, right? To get it, you know, extremely wide. Because whenever you drop a Gnarled Professor on the battlefield or a Woe Eater, your opponent's going to waste a card targeting these things. They're going to try to kill these things with kill spells, and when they do, We hit it with the 10 the pest, and then now they got 5 other targets that they didn't take into account. So this is a very big creature that generates a lot of pests as well. So that's why that's in the deck over the Lulth, which has been working out really great for us. And then of course 2 Aghadeum's Awakening, because we could get back a lot of these creatures back from the dead if they go to the graveyard. We only have, you know, upwards to 4 CMC creatures, so playing this for 4 is not unlikely late in the game, and it can easily win us a game. So we also have 2 hives for those long controlled style games. And lastly, our sideboard. 1 environmental sciences, and we have 2 necrotic fumes. I normally run 2 of these, but I needed some more space for some necrotic fumes, because we're going to be struggling to deal with planeswalkers. As you can see, we don't have any like spot removal kill spells, so we put those in the sideboard in order to take care of that. We have basic conjuration because we want to find our creatures when we have the 10 the pests in our hand. Also, it gains us life. Containment breach for those you know, those swarms, skeletal swarms, things like that. We got pest summoning, obviously pretty synergistic with our list, and then of course mascot exhibitions for the final nail in the coffin. But that's gonna do it, guys. That's the deck breakdown. Enjoy the gameplay footage. It's a lot of fun. You guys are gonna really enjoy these games, and we'll see you guys back here for some final thoughts at the end. Peace. All right, here we go. The start of the new season starts now. We're hitting them with some Golgari right off the bat. We're doing some pest things. We're going to be generating tons and tons of pests. This deck is going to be wild, especially if we can get the combo to go off. It's going to be absolutely insane. We've got a pretty cool starting hand, actually. We got the Ghast right into the Deadly Dispute. We also got the Warlock class, which can close out games. This is a good keep, I think. It's a fairly decent keep. Get our card draw early, and then we get our mana generated, so feeling pretty good about this. And we can take care of that eye twitch fairly quickly, but do I want to do that? That's a big question I have right now. Do I want to actually kill the eye twitch, or do I want to just generate the treasure? Part of me thinks I should just generate the treasure, so I'm going to let the eye twitch slide for now. We'll see what they hit here on turn 2. Okay. Another Ghast, huh? Yep, this is a Deadly Dispute all the way. We're going to leave their creatures to be for now. We're going to generate a treasure. I don't think 2 damage is worth my time at the moment. Let's go ahead and play... Let's play our specimens here, maybe. Specimens and Warlock class, or do we go Merchant and then start drawing cards with our treasures? But then we wouldn't exactly have enough mana to eat 1 treasure, would we? We would have actually enough to just do 1 treasure, but I think we could do better than that. I think specimens, let's play. And what do we grab? Basic conjuration's nice because we have the 10 to the pest, right? So let's grab the basic conjuration, and we will use it to find our demon to sack to our pests. We also have rebirth in hand, by the way, so that does set up some sort of a combo for us, which is fantastic. All right, they're not offering trades for the Ghast, which is kind of strange. I think they should have. They have 2 mana open, so their Deadly Dispute is ready to go. All right, more land off the top isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we needed more green. So we do have to eat a treasure here. Gaining all that life back, by the way. This card does allow us to gain 3 life, which is phenomenal. We missed, though. We absolutely whiff. All right, we'll go Warlock class here, and then I think we save our treasure. I don't think we do anything with that treasure. I think we just kind of hold back for now. We're just setting up, right? We're setting up our plays. There's the Deadly Dispute. Are they going to generate treasure, or are they going to kill one of my creatures here? It's treasure. Okay. Okay. I see you. Man, I really want to come out of the gate strong, man. I want to win like a crazy amount of games really quickly so I can try to get to diamond as fast as possible. We got a new sub, by the way. Those alerts will go off sometimes because I'm going to go ahead and leave them on. They're for the stream, really, but they're going to happen here and there because sometimes I'll turn off the alert for the video and then forget to turn them on for the actual stream again, and then feel terrible because then our stream will do, you know, some sort of like new membership, and I'll end up screwing up and they won't see it. All right, we get binded on the Warlock class, which is super unfortunate because I really needed that level 2 ability. That was a really good binding, actually, and I don't think they realized just how good it actually was. More mana, but it's not green. Not green. We can get some damage in ourselves here now, though. And our opponent hasn't really played a whole lot yet. I'm sure they're going to be playing Skeletal Swarming, though. If they're playing Golgari, it's almost always Skeletal Swarming. Plus, they're playing Snowlands, so we know they have, you know, Blood on the Snow, too. So that's something we got to look out for. Which could really hurt us, honestly, because board wipes are really going to be super good against us. Have so many cards to work with here, and they've got an extra treasure there. Yeah, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. All right, they're just gonna drop 2 pests on us, huh? Interesting. That's it. Let's go ahead and kill one of those. Let's open up the lane as much as possible here. Crippling Fear is not terrible, but it's not what I'm looking for at the moment. All right, we can play the Woe Eater and have the Tend to Pests available. So I think that's obviously the play again, for us here. I am going to offer up the trade on the pests. I don't really need that extra pest out here. As long as I clear out the board. The less blockers, the better, because we're going to go extremely wide here. With the Woe Eater, we're going to turn it into 7 different pests. So that's the plan. Again, we got to look out though heavily for the Blood in the Snow. So I don't know how we're going to get this done, because we're going to create a turn here that's going to deal a lot of damage, right? We're going to go extremely wide, but not nearly enough to kill them. And then they're going to follow that turn up with the Blood in the Snow, which is going to just absolutely decimate me. So maybe, I don't know, man. I need to use this rebirth. I need to find another rebirth off the top. Like, that's what it comes down to. It's gonna be crazy, man. I'm not sure what to do here. All right, it is the end step, so I want to be able to attack this turn with these pests. So I'm going to do this now. And it will ask me to sacrifice a pest. Interesting. They have an instant speed play here. What's that about? All right, it resolves. Thank goodness. Let's hope this resolves. It looks like it does. All right, we hit the combo. It looks like, maybe. I mean, it's not much they could do. They can't counter this. They could have only killed it in response. So yeah, it looks like it resolves. Beautiful. We get our Woe Eater back, and we got ourselves the pests out here. We got a really big hit coming in right now, so see if our opponent can do something about it. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw 2 cards off of this play, but by me doing this... You know what? I am technically sacrificing it with the Soul Shatter, so I am going to draw a card off of it anyways. Yeah, I'm going to just do it. Let it resolve. We draw a card off of it. They discard a card. That's actually a terrible removal card when we're going up against my Woe Eater, so... Could have dealt an extra 7 damage, though, which would have been phenomenal. I don't think we play another Merchant, because I don't think we're going to survive this turn. I'm pretty sure we're going to get board wiped here, if I'm being completely honest. Really? I find that hard to believe, but you know what? We're here, so... Nice, we got a Warlock class. That's actually pretty big. Another Woe Eater too. Okay. Let's play the Warlock class first, see what they do. Let's go find another card. Nice, that's huge. I can't play the Woe Eater and have enough mana open for this, so I'm gonna wait an extra turn here and see what happens. We've got the combo all over again, so we're in a really good spot here, I think. Opponent at 6, we're at 22. Okay. You know what's crazy is I don't think I'm scared of that hand too much. They don't have a Blood in the Snow, then I think they're in a lot of trouble. So that's what it really comes down to. Yeah, they're in trouble here. Because what they don't realize, I don't think, is that I could just turn my Warlock class into level 3 here, and whatever damage ends up getting through here is going to be double that damage. Essentially, it's going to be like a double strike. And we have the Crippling Fear too. Do we have enough mana to do all of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we need 7 for that level 3. That's pretty big. Yeah, it probably won't work then. We'll probably just have to go wide here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6 getting through here. So we get 2 damage through. They can activate that Faceless Haven though. Yeah, we probably don't have enough to kill him yet. Not yet. Not yet. All right, we could activate the second part of it, or the level 3 though, and oh man, what should I do here? Activate the level 3, attack, and then sack one of our own creatures. Something's gonna die, right? They're gonna have to block, and so that's 2 additional damage for a creature dying, so they're gonna take 2 right off the bat, right? And then we have 2 creatures getting through, if I'm right. 5, 6, 2 potential creatures getting through, depending if that Faceless Haven comes out and blocks. If that's the case, that's lethal. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot here. If they don't activate Faceless Haven, we have lethal here. If they, you know, Soul Shatter, there's things that can keep them alive here, but I'm just hoping that they don't see how the Warlock class truly works, right? Okay, so they're not declaring extra blockers with the Faceless Haven, and they didn't activate Soul Shatter yet, and even if they activate it now, 2 damage is still getting through. Oh, they're gonna -1 on that. Okay, that does save them. That's something they can do. So they're not dead yet. They're not dead yet. All I have to do next turn, though, hopefully, would be to sack my pest with my Deadly Dispute, and honestly, I think I win. But they have Binding, so killing the Warlock class is definitely something that's more than likely going to happen this turn. So, this might be tougher than I thought. Getting them dead. I didn't expect them to play it this way. I didn't take into account either their life gain from their pest. Ouch. Okay, well, that went a little... That was a really complicated turn, to be honest. Oh, man. Math is the worst. If I'm going to lose, it's going to be to math, you know? Do they want to waste 4 mana killing the Warlock class? I mean, they have to get rid of it, right? But then they're taking their mind off the ball here, which is the 3 creatures down on the field ready to attack. Yep, they're going to kill it. That's a good way to kill it too, man. The Containment Breach, not bad. Not bad at all. It just sucks at like how many pests I'm actually seeing from my opponent here, because the Crippling Fear is all about, you know, choosing pests as the name. All right, let's go here. And we're just gonna pass the turn, believe it or not, because I need to just hit the 10 to pest here, and then we'll also hit 1 Deadly Dispute, and hopefully we'll be wide enough to win the game. That's the goal. That's the goal, man. Can we close this out? Can we close it out strong? Very long first game, but you know what? I'm fighting for these W's, man. We need these W's bad. Binding the old gods. Target the Woe Eater. Surprise, surprise. Well, guess what? Surprise to you, my friend. Woe Eater's getting sacked again. And we're making a bunch of pests. And guess what? You're discarding a card. Not bad. Not bad. They could play the mascot exhibition. Oh, they go Blood in the Snow. Blood in the Snow, huh? All right. Let's generate some card draw here then. Man, oh man, how annoying. How annoying. Can I kill them? Can I kill them? I have the Professor, which does have trample, right? And we could also sack it with the pests, tend to the pests, so there's always that. They just have too much mana to work with, man. They just have so much mana. Another Crippling Fear is not terrible, but it's not what I'm looking for. Let's get the Professor in here. Professor, what are we gonna hit? Let's go ahead and hit the mascot exhibition. I think it's the closest thing to getting us, you know, the W. So let's get that in there so we can play it next turn, and then we'll dig here for sure. Let's find another card. Got to make sure we have enough mana for the Tend to Pest, so this will be our last play for sure. All right, they Soul Shatter. I go ahead and I Tend to Pests. We create 5. And Rebirth is cool, I guess. It's all land, so might as well take the land that does something, right? All right, we're looking good. Dealt 1 to our opponent here. The binding is gone, but I'm sure they've drawn another one by now. We're almost at 40 life total, right? So I'm not too scared about how they can kill us. I'm just like trying to get them dead. This last 4 damage has been an absolute nuisance to get. Crippling Fear is going to be so helpful. If they just commit to that mascot exhibition and maybe a couple more like bodies on the board, Crippling Fear can really destroy their game plan of blocking. We can get through a couple of shots. That'd be great. That would be great. Man, if I start a video out with a loss that's 20 minutes, that would be enraging. And they kill my Warlock class again. How unfortunate, man. That's really annoying. That's so annoying. Alright, so I could still kill him though. I have 4 pests. I can't kill him actually, because if they drop the mascot exhibition, there's a 4/4 that I can't kill. But I could just do 2 Crippling Fears. Yeah, I could do that. 2 Crippling Fears would get it done. Plus they have, you know, they wouldn't be, I don't think they would have enough mana to activate their Faceless Haven to block. Nice, they commit. All right, they're committed. They're committed to the cause, and they're gonna take an additional 1 damage. All right, we win. We win the game, my friends. There it is. There's the scoop. Crippling Fear for the W, my friends. We were going to drop another one too just to get rid of that little 1/1, but good game, man. Good game. Well, we took the longest road there, but we got the W there, so hopefully this game isn't as long, but yeah, at least we got the W, man. At least we got the W. That's what it's all about. All right, we got the Warlock class to start things off. We got the combo in hand, so I think we can keep this. I like having an Agadium's Awakening as well. Warlock class being able to search for some cards is nice. I just am a little worried if we're up against something a little aggressive here. I'm gonna need to find that Crippling Fear just in case. Mono white is everywhere, guys, everywhere. So is mono green. So is mono green. I'm gonna take the Ghast because it's something to sack to Deadly Dispute, right? I may have to shock or you know, bolt this in on me, which not the end of the world, but not ideal either. I love this combo all day long. If I could just find a rebirth as well, we're going to be in really good shape. Especially against these swarm shamblers. These 1/1 blockers are going to be really nice. Super important to find that second one. Alright, let's go. Playing this, bolting myself for 3, which feels terrible, especially up against an aggressive deck, but kind of necessary. Kind of necessary. Don't forget either, this deck kind of thrives on the fact that we can, you know, Deadly Dispute or Tend to the Pest. Like, sacrificing our own things on our turn does trigger some life loss for our opponent here. Not significant, but could be later down the road when you actually, you know, tick this up to level 3. It could be pretty significant, seeing that we're dealing to double damage. But for right now, I think it's okay to Deadly Dispute, you know, on their end step. I think it's a better play. Alright, they're both at 2. Looking for Crippling Fear, that would be amazing. Especially because they just played the Werewolf too. That would be phenomenal if we could get that off. They don't attack for fear of me blocking and minusing 1 on the Shambler. But that was never my plan. That was never the plan. Gosh, I just don't want to play this without being able to rebirth it because we don't have it. We just lost one of our main Aghadeem's Awakenings, you know. But I think it is time to play it. I don't know. Maybe we take a little bit of damage here. I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it does keep them off of attacking for a whole turn, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Put the stop on our upkeep, so we upkeep the Tend. They could play like a Blizzard Brawl too, which could be, you know, a waste for our opponent here, which is pretty cool. And not really a waste. I mean, Blizzard Brawling might get them to that target, you know, 6 damage that they need for the pack leader to draw a card. Them drawing cards is not really fun, but I don't even know if they could Blizzard Brawl something this big though. Night Pack Ambusher could get a lot bigger, so they're probably going to attack with it. Yep, see, here we go. So they're attacking with the the pack leader, right? And it could get a become a 5/3, but still not big enough to kill my Woe Eater. I'm gonna block here and see what happens. If they have any trickery, I'm ready for it. So could be a Veil, but they need all the mana that they have to pump it, right? So kind of confused by this play, I can't lie. Don't really know what they're trying to do. Maybe they're gonna put 2/1/1 counters on it because of the inscription. No, nothing, huh? Super confused. All right, looking still for our Crippling Fear. What's nice here too is when you guys saw last game, when we sacrifice our Woe Eater here, it allows us to draw an extra card. So I did it on our turn because I didn't want to eat my 2 treasures up, right? I think the treasures are going to be kind of important to our mana consumption. Crippling Fear, baby. Just like we drew it up. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go for Crippling Fear. Eat 1 treasure for it. Seems fine. I think we're way ahead of our opponent now. Like it's really, we're like doing really well right now. As far as mono green goes, like we're doing a great job controlling this matchup. All right, Faceless Haven. That could be a problem down the road. We'll see. Another Crippling Fear, though, is phenomenal. Let's find a creature that we can hit with the Tend the Pest. Maybe a Professor or another Demon. Definitely think we got to take the Dispute here, right? Get in for a 6 bomb. I know that the Faceless Haven can come right back. Okay. They're using it to block, but they actually triggered it at the wrong time. Feels bad, man. All right, they have a Vorinclex in hand though. That's terrible. That's terrible for us. I can't lie. How do we deal with that? That thing has trample and it's enormous. Gnarled Professor. We got something. Oh, we know we can take care of it now. All right, so we go Gnarled Professor here. Check this out. And then we go straight here. We go here. Hold on. We get attacks in first. And it's gone. There we go. Problem solved for now. Unless, of course, they have another one. We'll see. We'll end our turn. There's the skip. They did not have another one. Feels bad. Mono green. Not really, though. GG. All right. Dominated a meta deck there, which felt really good. These aggro lists, I was a little worried about them, but the more I'm thinking about it, the fact that we get to tend the pests in this deck and generate so many small bodies to block with to set us up for like crippling fusion stuff, I think we might be okay. The ones I'm really concerned about are actually going to be like the angel list, right? The angels are going to have like those big four toughness bodies that are going to be really, really hard to deal with. All right, I think we go here because we're going to want a green source, right, to play our other stuff. We actually have a really bad hand here. I don't know why I kept this. I think I kept it for that specimens, but the more I'm looking at it now, I think I probably should have put some more thought into that keep. Looks like a control list is what we're up against here. Up against some control. So our actual hive is going to be really nice that we played early on. Because control lists, it's going to be a really long, grindy game. So getting in those incremental damages that are hard to deal with, like land creatures, that's the way to go. But I'm sure being Dimir, they're going to have plenty of removal. Plenty of instant speed removal. We'll see. Soul Shatter comes to mind. Baleful Mastery. Poison the Cup. There are a lot of choices they could run here into Dimir. We'll see what they end up doing with it. Alright, we are drawing nothing but land right now. So that feels a little bad. I need one more land here to activate the hive. Oh, it just sucks, man. Our draws have been really terrible right now. Really terrible. We're playing right into our opponent's hand, man. We wanted to be really aggressive with this matchup, and unfortunately we're just kind of pooping the bed at the moment. Alright, they foretell something. That could be a number of things. We could be getting countered. We could be getting hit with, like I said, a poison the cup. Wow, holy cow. I didn't think it was possible, but here we are. There's so many things we can get hit with here. That's an all-rounds epiphany. It could be a Behold the Multiverse, you know. They definitely tapped their land a very particular way there, though. They didn't allow the auto tapper to do anything. So it's got to be a one blue, one, you know, colorless. So 100% saw it coming or Behold the Multiverse. I'm hoping Behold the Multiverse. Obviously, saw it coming is really annoying. But I've got to imagine that at some point in this game, they're going to hit me with the saw it coming. Well, they didn't draw a card there. So it is a saw it coming. Can we win this matchup? I don't know. Not with the draws we've been having. If this keeps up, we definitely can't win, but... Alright, they're tapping very particularly again. Maybe they're going to foretell another card here. Maybe they missed a land drop, which could be really helpful for us. Looks like they did. They missed a land drop. That's actually huge. Okay. I don't mind playing the Woe Eater here because our opponents... do we just keep pounding away at them, though? If I play the Woe Eater and it gets countered, I'm not, like, super upset because I have an Agadium's Awakening for later. But I don't know if that's the play. I think we just keep, you know, hitting them over and over until they deal with our creatures. Until they deal with the issue, right? Keep our hand nice and healthy, like a lot of cards. Alright, they run Flunk, that's fine. Flunk gone. Probably not going to make too much of a difference, but you never know. That Flunk might have came back at some point in the game. I don't think there's a card that does that, but you know, you never know. You might always forget. All right, still nothing, huh? Still nothing. Let's keep it going. 4, 5. They can't flunk my hive either because my hand is so big right now. They could do that though. Ah, that's actually a bad 10 to pest, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad 10 to pest. All right, we'll wait. We have such a good target for it. Like that's, yeah, that's a bad play. That's a bad play. I wonder if they let it resolve this next go around. We'll see. I guess we don't really have. All right, I'm gonna throw this out there as a sacrificial lamb to that counter spell. They're still missing land drops, by the way. So if they counter this, we're wide open for the Woe Eater. There it is. All right, Woe Eater's in play. A much bigger, badder threat is in play, and that's going to become 7 pests at the end of my turn here. And I am going to do it on again our upkeep. We don't have an option to do it on their turn, which kind of stinks because we can't really attack right away. Opponent's probably doing blood in the snow stuff, I would assume, but you know what? I don't see. Oh no! Don't tell me that. Oh, man. See, that's the problem with having to play it though around that counter spell. We tap out and then allow our opponents to just kill it. But you know what? They killed it with the worst possible spell to kill it with. They made me sacrifice, which means I get more cards out of it and they lose more cards. All right, here we go. Let's hope it doesn't get countered. Of course it gets countered. Why not? And here we are. We're still still waiting on our plays here. Opponent's down to 4 cards though, and we took care of 2 of their counter spells, so hopefully we'll be all right. All right, Agadeem's Awakening for 4 seems pretty good right about now. They're tapped out, and our opponent here, if they want to kill my Woe Eater, I've got the Rebirth ready to go now, so that feels pretty good. That Imrith is not, you know, I'm not a fan of that, but you know what? Them getting an extra card for this one turn, I can live with. We'll make it work. We'll hit them with 2 Crippling Fears at some point in this game. We'll double down on it. Having a Rebirth is phenomenal here because we are going to be able to tend to pest, get back the Woe Eater. It's going to be really nice. The combo, man, the combo. That's what we want. Professor Onyx. All right. Can we get him dead this turn? I don't know. Probably not, but...
Open your books to page 17 or something.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They -3. Oh, my God. I did not think that through. I did not think that through. Oh, no. We just lost the game. We just lost the game. I had the Rebirth ready to go. Unreal. Unreal. I deserve to lose this game. I can't believe I just did that. Cannot believe I just did that.
Guess you don't need my help.
Oh man, I can't believe I just did that. Well, if this makes it, I really want this to still make it to the YouTube. But man, when I make a misplay like that, it makes me want to delete the video because I already know I'm gonna get a million comments. Just know I know what happened there. I know what I did wrong. I did not expect them to -3 there. It just, I was talking, it slipped my mind, and when they -3, I just went through the motions of clicking next. Should have played my Rebirth. I'd still had the Woe. They would have lost a card off of that play, and it would have been a really good turn for us. But instead, now we got to battle back from that silly malarkey, man. Silliness. Absolutely silliness. But you know what? I have faith that we can get it done. That's an all-runs epiphany, I got to imagine. I've got to imagine, right? Warlock class level 2. We're going for a card here. Oh, it's Poison the Cup. Do I rebirth that? Gives me another treasure. And I could sack that treasure. Why not? We might not be able to use these rebirths later, so let's just use them now while we have them. Let's just use them while we have them. Gosh darn it, man. This would have been a slam dunk had I used it on the Woe Eater. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, what do we got here? Agadeem's Awakening's not bad, man. Not bad. This is also really good because it can go to our sideboard, which if we go to our sideboard, we've still got some pretty good cards. We got the basic Conjuration, which could dig us up. Yeah, basic Conjuration could dig us up another Woe Eater. And this gives us a big body that they're going to want to, you know, block. So leaving back their Imrith might be something they may consider doing. Nice. Pretty good turn, actually, because if you think about it, we have the, you know, the Tend to the Pest as well for this next turn. If they want to try and kill my Gnarled Professor, so be it. We Tend to the Pest. We are going to take another 5 off the top, and they're going to draw a card if they want to, but they're going to leave themselves wide open for an attack here. So I'd love to see what they do here. They do take the attack, huh? All right. All right. I think what hurts the worst out of that mistake that we made is the fact that we could have, you know, rebirthed it, right? They would have discarded a card, and we could have Tended the Pest the following turn and rebirthed it again. And our opponent here would have had to discard up to 3 cards instead of the 1, and we would have drawn 3 cards. That right there would have been more like painful than anything for our opponent. But now they're on 4 cards in hand, feeling pretty healthy. You know, it's like, it's a little bit unfortunate. All right, we get 5 big little 1/1s. huge critters. But you know what? 5 damage is 5 damage. Especially if I double up the damage here. They're down to 3 mana. We might actually have them dead here. We might actually have them dead here. They say good game. Do we have them? I mean, we don't deserve this win, but we're going to take it. All right, cool. We got them. Well, we got there, guys. It just wasn't the most conventional ways to get there. The Warlock class putting in work for us. And, man, that would have been one of the easier games we've had so far if I could have done it right. But good games. And I think, yeah, we're going to wrap it up with some final thoughts. Peace. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the list. I really had a lot of fun playing this deck. Obviously, misplays were made. Things happen. We did the best we could, but with this deck having so many combos, I was bound to miss something, and a trigger happened that I missed completely. And, you know, it's unfortunate, but had a lot of fun playing this deck nonetheless, and we got some really good wins with it. So I really enjoy this list. I hope you enjoy it as well. I hope you guys get some wins with this thing and have some fun with it. As far as things that I would change to it, I'm sure the mana base could use a little bit of work, maybe a few more dual lands. We'll see, because there's a few times we needed a few more green on the stack there, because we do need double green for Gnarled Professor and whatnot. But for the most part, I think the list feels really nice. I think I got it right into a really good position here. There also could be a place in this deck for maybe taking out Hunt the Specimens and putting in something, you know, like a 2-drop creature that does something. Maybe, you know, the 2-drop rogue that allows our opponent to discard a card could be pretty good in this slot, because it would make our Agadeem's Awakening a little better to hit a really nice curve out Agadeem's Awakening. But that's a lot, you know, that's a pretty big takeout, because it does give us access to our sideboard, you know. So it's a pretty big takeout for another card that we could potentially hit a really big combo off of, that we don't really, you know, it's a little more greedy, I would say, a little more greedy of a play. But as far as, you know, changing anything else, I really think the deck's in a really nice place right now. I've been tampering with it quite a lot lately, and I think I like where it's at. I really do. So as always, though, if you have any ideas on how to make this deck any better, please leave it in the comments down below. If you guys want to join the Discord and share some deck ideas there, you can absolutely do so. And yeah, guys, I really appreciate all of you guys for making it this far into the video. It means the world to me, and I mean that. You guys help the algorithm out so much here on YouTube. You get the videos pushed out to more people because you stay here longer. The average view duration goes up. They think you guys love my content. I don't know why. And then they push it out to more people. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And lastly, to all of my Mardu Mob members, thank you guys so much for being part of the Mardu Mob. I really appreciate all of you so much. And I can't tell you how much your contribution to the channel means to me. We have an exclusive content video coming out soon. I'm going to start working on it ASAP. We are going to be doing a Dungeons and Dragons box opening, and that's going to be for members only in the Mardu Mob. If you guys want to become a part of the Mardu Mob for those exclusive videos like our pack openings, please check out the link in the description, or you can hit the little join button next to the subscribe button and become a member that way. But thank you to my Mardu Mob. Shout out you guys. I appreciate you. That video is coming soon, I promise. And we're going to see you guys back here on Wednesday, normal time. And we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. FTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yes.